Hello to all you theatrical heroes and performative villains. Welcome to another visual guide dedicated to helping fellow players such as yourself. Today we'll take a look at the Town Square Theater Elite, an elite level solo introduced through the Justice League Dark Cursed DLC. If you're looking for a guide on the regular or event version, then I would suggest using what you learn from this guide, as both versions pretty much share the same mechanics as Elite. My name is Starry and I'll be your guiding light. In typical DCUO fashion, you'll start this solo off fighting hallway ads leading up to the first boss, Cursed Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl rotates through a lot of different attacks, with some being avoidable while some are not. With that being said, I'll explain the avoidable ones first and then move on to the unavoidable attacks. Keep in mind as well that it's better to fight Wonder Girl at range to avoid some of her easier mechanics. The first attack to watch out for will be Ball Lightning. Wonder Girl will summon multiple balls of lightning around herself that will slowly move away from her, spreading out in a wide formation. This attack will happen after a warning from Zatanna, with a red skull icon also appearing over Wonder Girl's head. Getting hit by an orb will result in a heavy damage and a stun. If you're too close to her when she activates the ability, you will also be pushed back while also risking being hit by multiple orbs at once. Just make sure you're standing away from her before she activates this attack and you'll be able to dodge the orbs with ease. Lunge attack was another red skull signaled attack where Wonder Girl will power up before lunging at you, dealing heavy damage and a knockdown on impact. Another way to know that she's doing this attack is by the blue swirls that appear around her feet as she's standing still. You can reduce the damage from this attack by blocking when she lunges at you. Blocking this attack will also knock her down for a moment. Ground smash is a damaging AoE knockback that happens on top of Wonder Girl's location. A red crosshair will appear under Wonder Girl's feet before she jumps up and down, smashing the ground. This damage can be avoided by not being in the crosshair's area of effect. Lightning bolt is an attack where a lightning ball appears under your feet before exploding in the form of a lightning bolt. The damage from this attack can be avoided by moving away from the ball. The final avoidable attack to watch out for will be her basic hand blaster attacks such as Pulse Beam and Solar Flare. She'll also use an attack called Electric Overload, which looks similar to Pulse Beam. Interrupting these attacks consistently goes a long way in surviving this fight. An honorable mention here will be Static Push, which is a damaging cone knockback. This attack can be outranged if you're already standing far enough away. The rest of her attacks have no warning and happen quickly, essentially making them unavoidable. I'll list them out, but generally the best way to deal with them is to shield and heal while continuing to watch out for her more notable attacks. The unavoidable attacks are Static Discharge, Voltaic Blast, and Spark Barrage, with Static Push being an honorable mention here as well. Wonder Girl will repeat these mechanics until defeated, opening the way to the final boss, Cursed Zatanna. This fight is a tough fight with a constant stream of damage put out from Zatanna in rapid succession. The best ways to deal with everything if you're a squishy roll is to constantly be on the move if you can, and to keep a strong shield like the Hard Light Shield from the Iconics power tree activated as much as you can. Condemn is an unavoidable damaging stun. Cursed Grounding is an unavoidable damaging grounding attack. Soul Bolt is a quick attack where Zatanna shoots out a single damaging orb. Karmic Backlash is a point-blank damaging AoE knockback that can be avoided by standing away from Zatanna. Zatanna will levitate in the air, charging up Karmic Suspension, which is an attack that will suspend her target in the air, dealing damage, but can be dealt with by blocking the attack. Soul Barrage and Soul Storm are multi-hit attacks that are easier to avoid by constantly being on the move or having a shield already up beforehand. Most of the previously mentioned attacks are quick and have no real tail, so trying to time a block or a shield in response to them is a risky move. Just like Wonder Girl, it's also very important to interrupt Zatanna's basic hand blaster attacks like Pulse Beam. Purple Lightning will shoot from the corner of the room onto the floor. Shortly after, the points on the floor will explode, dealing damage with Magical Orbital. Avoid the damage by standing away from the affected spot on the ground. Cursed Glitter Balls is a red skull icon signaled attack where Zatanna will summon multiple disco-like balls above you. Move out of the area, otherwise you'll take damage from the resulting AoE explosions. Last but not least will be Zatanna's Aerial Blasters. This mechanic can be avoided altogether with enough burn on Zatanna to beat her before they spawn. But if that isn't the case, then multiple Aerial Blasters will spawn and begin charging their attacks signaled by a red skull icon above their head. The Aerial Blasters will shoot a highly damaging beam that will knock back on impact. There are multiple ways with dealing with this mechanic, such as stunning them so they can't attack, destroying them before they attack. A well-placed orbital strike can accomplish both of these methods at the same time. You can also keep moving to avoid being hit, or you can simply block the attack, which results in no damage from their attacks. If you choose to block, keep in mind that Zatanna can block break you with one of her range attacks. Zatanna will repeat these mechanics until she's defeated, marking the end of the instance. And thanks for watching, everyone. Please let me know if you've enjoyed this guide and leave a thumbs up if it's helped you out. And if you're interested in staying up to date with all the latest DCUO guides from me, then subscribe to the channel. The next instance we'll take a look at will be the Cursed House of Mysteries Elite. See ya.